So here it is, the South River Modelworks Kendalls. This box sticks out in the world of craftsman kits, even though it's long been out of production. Got the classic red, the SRM label. And then we turn it over here. We got the photo of the finished model and Bob's signature and date. This is from 2007. You can tell Bob put a lot of thought into presentation. Every kit feels like it came from a real craftsman's bench. The signature detail, attention to detail, the packaging carries throughout the kit. That makes these feel more like museum pieces than model kits. All right, let's open it up. All right, the big reveal. Hopefully this inspires all 7 of my watchers to maybe bring a kit off the shelf and onto their layout. So if you've all opened up a box of from South River Modelworks, you get that smell of that basswood and paper, and you can almost smell the craftsmanship inside. So right up on top, we've got our instruction booklet. Little Kendalls there, full of diagrams, photos, step-by-step guidance. If you've ever seen a South River's manual before, it's not just instructions. It's a master class in craftsman structure building. It's like having Bob Van Gelder right in the shop with you. Yeah. All right. Hey, Mike. Hey, Ed. Thanks for jumping on. Brad, Ethan. Just starting to go through Kendalls. I think Mike Kurzik is going to start this after he's getting through his Spencer's box build, which is cool. Got our 11 by 17s, our reference photos. I'm really excited to jump in on this one, get going. Got 2 of these for reference. It's hard to believe that this was 07 already. Time's going by fast. Man. Then what's the next thing we look at in these boxes? All right. We got our base plan. And then all of our casting cards. Tell us what we're going to be looking at. Is there anybody on here that does not have a South River Modelworks kit? Anybody who hasn't already gone through all this? All right. So our casting cards, our laser cut walls. So what were we going on? What, almost 18 years since this was released? More of our laser cut. Lots and lots of diagrams. That's what makes these things so fun. Yeah, I agree with Ed Parks on that. Hey, Peter, let's get those 4 kits out of storage and get them off our shelves. Got our construction drawings, diagrams, chipboard templates, our power poles. I like to keep everything organized, go back in. So much fun. I can't wait to get started on this. This will be my 4th SRM that I've put together. Just finished up Delbar. Mike, who's working on Spencer's box. The last time I did a live feed, he said he was going to do this one next, so I thought I'd try to beat him to it. But the rate he's going on Spencer's, he'll probably be done with Kindles by the time I even get started on this. Good job on that, by the way. And thank you for taking the time and posting as many photos as you are. I really, this is what I wanted this Facebook group to be about, is just inspiring and helping people through these builds. So good job on that, Mike. Scott Mason's doing the same thing. I encourage anybody that's going to start uh, building these to get them into the album on the fan showcase page that we have, so that anybody can go back and reference the other people's builds and see how people do them. We got our roofing, laser cut roofing materials here. And then, of course, red box number 2. This is the heart of every SRM kit. I'm also looking at the comments as I go along here. Ed, feels like it came out yesterday, not 18 years ago. Very true. All right. Peter, sorry to hear about the house fire. All right. Box number 2. I've already put these in a plastic bag because I've already washed these. Made sure that they're ready for priming. But man, that's 2 pounds of white metal right there. Got all of our columns and doors, crates and chimneys, some windows. Man, these are so cool. This is what really, gets fun. All the little cast metal resin details that bring SRM kits to life. I believe the castings were first introduced with Blackstone paper in 1995. So I got some finished. I'm gonna jump over to a couple of finished. I got Streeters, the brick roundhouse done, and here are some of the castings, the white metal castings, all the way down to the pigeons that I got on the layout. Love those little things. What is your preferred wash for white metal? Well, Tim, I like to get everything primed up first. Get a good primer on that, and then I'll just use my acrylic paints and get the base coats on that, and then just go from there. I see my mom's watching. Hi, Mom. Let's see here. Awesome. Yeah, and those little gas pumps there at Streeters. The crane that I've got over by the brick roundhouse. Just all the little parts, the oil tank, the wheels. So, and then of course the power poles. I mean, just the details are awesome. So, all right, we're gonna hop back over to the overhead here. All right, we're gonna package those up. Let's see what else we got. Of course, we got our corrugated roofing, our brass details there. Some more laser cut pieces. First time I've done this, so bear with me. Hopefully I'm not rocking too much in my CPU and my computer crashes. Hey Scott, don't let them defeat you. Takes time. Magnetic tumbler to clean castings. No, I just use warm water and Dawn dish soap for that. All right. Yep, the easy line for the power pulls. Strip wood bundles. This was awesome, that way that Bob did this and labeled everything out. So, and then I saw a post here what this past week, and how do we store these? Well, I work for a government agency that issues pepper spray, and the byproduct of those, they come in plastic tubes. I use those, otherwise they just get thrown out. Our plethora of plastic windows there. Were these Grant Line? Does anybody remember what these were from? What Bob used? Were they Tichy or? I don't remember. I don't claim to know everything. Our laser cut walls. Those are our chimneys. This is all urethane now. Bob always watched out for you. If something was missing, then you got the 2 missing parts and the correct size roof template for the store. So that's good to have. And of course, all the strip wood for wall bracing. And then the urethane. Instead of the plaster. So much easier to work with. When these were first produced using that hydrocal and then later moved to urethane, I bet you it was a real saver on Bob's back. Could not imagine moving that much hydrocal or whatever it was that he used to build those roundhouses. And that's it. There's our other walls. So okay, I see what you're getting at there, TC. Grant Line, I think. Okay, perfect. All right. Love these things. I'm not going to put all this back right now. We'll just let that simmer. So why build this kit now when I have older ones on the shelf? Being this my first time sharing videos of my builds, and if there are people joining us that are new to SRM, Kendall is just a good solid kit to start with. It's part of that legendary lineup of Craftsman kits that defined what South River Modelworks was. It's perfect for anyone who wants to push their modeling a little further without being overwhelmed, because starting with a brick roundhouse is not a good introduction into these kits. But I think this would be a good one. So, and if people are new to these, I know you can get overwhelmed just by seeing all these parts. I get it. A lot of these have been sitting in touch for decades because people are intimidated by them. But anybody can build them, and we're going to prove it right here at what I'm calling off-the-shelf workshop. So, all right, let's get back to the laptop camera here and transition. There we go. So that's the unboxing the South River Modelworks Kit 300 Kendalls. It's got everything we love about Craftsman kits, history, details, and that feeling that you're building something that will last a lifetime. So here's the plan. Over the next few episodes, we're going to take Kendalls from our bench. We're going to get them to the layout step by step, no rush. I'm just like most of you. I have other responsibilities and cannot work on this every night. So I'll not make promises that I can't keep, but I will promise that when I have new videos, I'll keep you posted. I'll also post photos here on South River Modelworks Fan Showcase. I hope everybody is enjoying all the photos that are getting posted over there. There are some amazing builds that I didn't know existed, and it's just been awesome to see what everybody's been building out there and sharing, and hopefully it's getting people inspired to bring these kits off the shelf, onto the layout. So make sure to subscribe to Off the Shelf Workshop. When I say subscribe, you're not paying anything or anything like that. I'm just uh, want to do something where I can do more than just SRM, because I do have other kits up on the shelf, but I got a lot of these kits. I got a lot of content that I can cover, and if people want to see that, how I approach these builds, um, jump on over there. I'll try to do some live feeds here and there on Facebook Live. So anyway, also please let me know in the comments if you found this event beneficial and what you'd like to see in future live events. This is not about me. This is about you and what you want and what you feel like other people would want to see that might be new to these kits. Like the suggestions, like Tim was talking about the wash for the metal castings. I mean, obviously, you're not going to do a whole thing about washing metal castings, but stuff like that we could maybe do some shorts on. If there's things that you want to do as far as maybe like more fan showcase where you can send videos, photos. I can put little things together, and we can share things out that way, collaborate. I don't know. I'm just shooting from the hip here, and this is all brand new to me. But I want it to be about us as a group, and encouraging others to get these off the shelf and get them built. So, anyways, if there's give me any positive feedback, you want more events like this, our next live session will start with kit preparation and studying the plans. I'm excited to dig in, and I hope you'll join me right here. So, anybody else got any questions for me as I bounce off of here? I'm working on a laptop that's about 10 years old, and my CPU's at 56%. So I'm really stretching the limits of this thing. I'm just waiting for this thing to dump out on me. I'm going to build a new PC so I can do Facebook Live feed and YouTube Live. If some of you prefer the YouTube side of things. But anyway, I think that's all I really got. If anybody's you got any questions for me and can jump out of this, and for tuning in, I'm gonna get some things in order on this side so I can make this a little bit more entertaining, I guess. I don't know. What do you want to see? Comments. All right. Thanks, everybody.